Welcome. We're going to go right on into it. We're going to deal with the American people not thinking and becoming desensitized to the realms of the politician, magicians, warlocks, and witches on Capitol Hill that continuously lie, deceive, and lead astray with their campaign promises. Now, it's not just Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just a recipient of, business as usual. The American people have become so desensitized to the president not keeping their promises on the campaign trail that it's become normal. This is not normal. This is abnormal. The leader of the country supposed to be a person that sets an example for the character of the citizens. Now we're looking at 47. This man has put in a new government operation, Doge, led by billionaire oligarchy Elon Musk. And they have ran down on government operations, shut down government operations, had people to be unemployed, sending the unemployment market sky high here in the United States. Now, the thing about that is that manpower, that costs money. But you know what the president hasn't done? That doesn't take any manpower in the level of what he has done with these federal operations and these executive orders he has been signing. He hasn't signed a simple executive order to manifest his promise on the campaign trail about not taxing Social Security, about not taxing tips. And he has gone against his promise about not dissolving Medicaid or Medicare. There is in motion to dissolve these institutions that will affect, the physically and mentally challenged and seniors and everyday Americans. Americans had the worst Medicaid system or medical system on the planet for so-called to be the greatest economical machine on the planet. This is just a lie, and it's based on the traditions of European consciousness. Oh, that's socialism. Oh, that's communism. But nobody's saying nothing about the communist direction that the so-called president is directing the people in with going to support Putin over Ukraine. I don't care for either, group of people in a sense where as though that I think that the United States should be giving money to Ukraine, or I don't think that the United States should be making an alliance with Putin. I've been telling my men and them this for years, that I never believed in the Cold War and all that type of stuff, because one thing, dealing with Russia is up by the Caucasus Mountains, where we know that have studied and did research. This is one of the origins of European Caucasian people coming from out of the mountains, the hairy barbarians, and then came amongst the civilized humanity and caused chaos, confusion, and controversy until they have taken over and now is leading the masses to a living hell here on this planet. This has been the behavior. So don't try to tell me that the Russians and the Ukrainians and the Americans and the Europeans and the Germans and the people from Portugal and France, they different. Only thing different about them is they speak different languages. That's the only thing different. They are from the same family. They're talking about it's going to be World War III. This is the gaslighting that Trump's throwing out there. World War III, it ain't no world war. It's a family war between European nations that have governship over others and have partnership with melanated people that will drag them into this war of their family dispute. Just think about what I just said. They never had a world war. They had a war of European colonizers, disruptive, low-frequency beings that's trying to destroy and take the lives of thousands and thousands of people because of a disagreement. Because one want to rule the other. This is what's going on. But back to the topic at hand. The American people are sleeping, are slumbering. They are unaware. They are unconscious of the reality that they're planning for their children and their children's children by making an alliance with the direction that current president 47 is directing the country. And you know what? You're not going to see it now. You might don't see it for a few years, but it's coming. It is coming, and you can't say that you didn't see it coming. It's just like in the time of 1933 with the mustache man. The people thought that this man was a great orator. He was a no-nonsense man. He was a nationalist. And then what happened? He wanted to go take over Poland. He wanted to go take over every place. He wanted to invade Russia. He wanted world domination. And this is the type of individual is that the current president of the United States, he had admiration for. He wants to be the king of modern day Babylon. Y'all don't understand that? He wants to be the king. He told you he wanted to be a dictator. But you know what? You don't believe him. You say, oh, he's just saying this. No, he's out of the hearts of man. You know, that's where everything's flow from. It ain't what you eat, what you drink, and all that. It's what you say out your mouth, and it's coming out of his heart. He want to be a dictator. He want to be the king of Babylon, which is America. See what I'm saying? America, because the ideology that is behind his narcissistic views is that of a white nationalist, that of a individual that will suppress and crush all opposition. Let's look at this thing with the federal government. These people don't have the right to have their own opinion of the president because he's gonna fire you. You're fired. He's setting up the board whereas though he got in the House and Senate and the judiciary is all in his favor. Now you get federal workers that do not oppose you. You let out January 6th insurrectionists, rioters, terrorists, treasonous individuals. You let them out. Let the guy out that created the dark web and these other individuals that make alliances with you. So when you make your move to take over or attempt to take over, that you will have an army built up in various locations around the world. I'm gonna tell you what the dude said, the military dude, that the military, your oath is to the Constitution, not to the president, not to the judiciary branch of the government, not to the legislative branch of the government. Your oath is to the Constitution. I bring you this message in love. I bring you this message in intelligence. I bring you this message in truth. And I bring you this message in peace. Hey man, we got to pray for America. We got to come together and have a mass boycott to go to Washington, D.C. with over 1 million people and ask the people we want to impeach Donald Trump. Oneness.